It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Uptown Charlotte. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Ran money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich,
ready. 10 black. Set.
On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 30-yard line. That Drake, you got to chill.
Ready.
I be on my little mouse drill.
Set. Cut. 45. Wide. 6. Mega. Cut.
To throw, Young. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And the Alabama's been able to get it up past the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On play action, Young. Well, it's taken in. It's Xavier again. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. The Panthers at 11-4 now on the year. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And they know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check pitch. Let's go. Ready?
Young going to give to Brooks. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready? Get ready. Mega. Ready.
It's Young off play action. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go now. Blue, 32. 10.
They'll run the draw with Brooks. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
37 yards.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now, both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Looking to put a drive together.
No. Here we go. Set.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You look at this Carolina defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Now Young. That is caught. McMillan with it. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted McMillan, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ryan Fitzgerald taking off for Carolina.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, but something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
On his own read, a handoff here to Brooks. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did. And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
32.
Young to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Down.
Young. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
50, green. Ready.
Throwing, Young. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
Ryan Fitzgerald on for the Panther field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down, Seattle.
They'll set up a throw. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action, they'll throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. There'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Come on, set. 32. Ready.
A run out of the gun with Brooks. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Young. That is caught. Touchdown, Carolina! Ted McMillan with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19 Ryan. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Open man right side is cut, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Back to throw again. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. They'll set up a screen to Charbonnet. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll look to throw again. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Zach Charbonnet, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Myers connects on the PAT. And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And they're on the 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Ready.
Now Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 outbounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Let's go. Black 40.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come on, set 6. Mega. Black 95. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Set hut. 45.
Young working out of the gun. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
59-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will extend their lead even further. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. 1 second, all that remains. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet. Give him 5 yards there, and we'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
That's taken in by Arroyo. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Back to throw here. Oh, this This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Outright to Smith-Njigba. Yeah, he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to 13. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Set, ready. Red, 30 out. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Brooks. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Sharp, 17. Black 40. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. 33. Yellow.
Now here's Young. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
A carry here for Trevor Etienne. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. He'll get only 3 there there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
60 red. 60 set. Go. Set.
Young will set to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this returnable for Sims. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They're going to look to throw. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep. Instead, it's Charbonnet. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Austin Eckler, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 50, green.
Young to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Set, ready.
Throwing, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yellow, 22.
ETN on the toss right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ted McMillan with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Panthers stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll get that to Charbonnet. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Off the middle with Brooks here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Black 40.
Looking to throw. Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And good covers there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Here's 1st and 10. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Back to throw. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Ready. 10 black.
On the handoff, this is Brooks. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.